The IDF says that it did strike the Jabalia refugee camp earlier this afternoon, local time. It says that it believed a Hamas commander was in the area and that it is investigating its data around the strike. It also says that there was an infantry brigade trying to secure a Hamas command post that was being supported by strikes from an aircraft in the western Jabalia area. The footage that's come out of there shows a residential area. Jabalia, I've been in there. It's a very densely populated area. It was called a refugee camp because it used to be one, but now it's a very small but a highly populated suburb with more than 100,000 people living in it. And so what we've seen is bodies being pulled from the rubble, buildings completely destroyed, and a huge impact crater in that area. Health services in Gaza initially estimated there was around 50 people dead, but the director of one of the major hospitals in the northern Gaza Strip says that number actually could be in the hundreds. So it looks to be at this stage a very serious incident.
And Eric, Israel's military says it's moving deeper and deeper into Gaza. What do we know about their operations there?
So I mentioned that there was an infantry brigade in western Jabalia. Now, Jabalia it's just on the edge of Gaza City, the major metropolitan area in northern Gaza. So that means the troops are deeply inside Gaza itself. They've penetrated quite a long way. They're engaging in gun battles with Hamas militants. Hamas says it is fighting with Israeli troops inside Gaza City. Israel says it's killed at least 50 Hamas militants, while Hamas claims to have destroyed Israeli tanks. So it's clear that Israeli forces have penetrated a long way into Gaza. They're firmly committed to the assault there. This is different to what we've seen on previous nights where troops were going in and out or returning to staging areas. Now they are in the urban areas. We've also heard intensification of the artillery bombardment of Gaza. We were on the border earlier today and we saw that. We saw just constant shelling of Gaza, and you can constantly hear the Israeli jets as well, see them dropping them heavy munitions on the apartment and other buildings inside Gaza. So it's very clear that what Israel's doing, its operation, it's not giving specific details of that operation, Michael, but it's very clear it is ramping up enormously, and that there's a much larger ground commitment, particularly with ground troops at the moment.